Ladies and gentlemen.
You're listening to the PJ's Designs Aftermath podcast with Michael Dwayne Humphrey. On tonight's show, Hump goes to the swamp to size up Chris Evans and the North Lenoir soccer team when they host New Bern. Then a rivalry that never dies. Hump goes to beautiful Deep Run to cover North Lenoir and North Lenoir volleyball and Heather Carson's 5-1 squad facing an up-and-coming freshman trio at South Lenoir to face the Lady Devils. How did the Lady Devils fare against the 5-1 Hawks? Then Hump travels to Kitson High School to cover the Lady Vikings rematch against the Lady Trojans of Jones Sr. And finally, Hump travels to the swamp one more time for another rivalry football game as the Kinston Vikings offense go against the North Lenoir Hawks defense. Who comes out on top, the offense or the defense? And much more, including a conversation with Matt Beeman on their last-second win at East Carteret and the other scores from around Lenoir County.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you for a nice introduction. And this is Michael Dwayne Humphrey with Hump's Heroes for the Carolina Performance Volleyball presents the PJ's Designs Aftermath show. And we got a big show tonight, man, as Susan said. So let's get it rolling. Let's start with North Lenoir soccer. All right, let's start with the 4-0 New Bern Bears coming in to face the North Lenoir Hawks at 2-4, struggling early. First play, 45 seconds into the game. Spencer Goodwin from the Bears, 45 seconds in. There's a goal, makes it 1-0. Goodwin's not done yet. About 9 minutes later, Spencer Goodwin flips one up into the left side of the goal. 2-0. New Bern Bears. The Hawks cannot get anything going. Later in the first, Grant Leary to the goal. Nice shot, 3-0. New Bern Bears. Then, finally, before the end of the first, Maddox Smith with the goal right at the 30-minute mark. Now 3-1 New Bern Bears, but Spencer Goodwin's not done. With a minute 30, gets it in the goal, another net, another goal. The hat trick in the first period for Spencer Goodwin. To the second, 17:45 minutes. Sega, not the game, Sega with a rocket shot over to the left side of the goal. That makes it 5-1. Then again, Grant Leary with the second goal of the game at 22-12. Grant Leary, that makes the score 6-1. Moments later, Sega again with a rocket shot right up the middle. 25-45. Final score 7-1 is the final score. 7-1. The New Bern Bears defeated the Hawks. And here's Chris Evans after the game.
Our back line broke down tonight. They weren't communicating and they were spaced out too much. And when you do that against good teams, they're gonna make you pay.
That was North Lenoir head coach Chris Evans, and North Lenoir bounced back on Wednesday with a win at Aiden-Grifton 7-2. Maddox Smith had 5 goals in that game, 11 points total, 7-2 they won, and they're now 3-5. Next up for the Hawks, Monday at Clinton, a tough game right there. So congratulations to the Hawks for winning Thursday's game. How about a huge rivalry game in Deep Run on Wednesday night? The Hawks, North Lenoir Hawks at 5-1, come into South Lenoir and face the Lady Blue Devils and their trio of freshman girls there. They still have seniors Cash and they still have Carly Boone. In the first period, first set, South Lenoir fighting hard. Gets one in, Cash, nice play. One more, cuts it to the lead to 1 and ties it up. South Lenoir with the lead. North Lenoir comes storming back and wins 25-22. Second set, all North Lenoir. Lake and Whitley. Boom. Lake and Whitley. 25-13. They go on to win the third set, 25-18. That was a tough loss for South Lenoir, but a good win for North Lenoir. Here's Heather Carson on the win.
Well, I told the girls we needed to come in here ready to play. It's North Lenoir, South Lenoir rivalry, and the girls, they played well all the way around.
Coach Carson shares her thoughts too on superstar senior Lakin Whitley and how good she can be.
She can hit, play defense, serve. So she's an all-around player.
South Lenoir head coach Madison Harvey not very happy with her team's performance at all. Coach, is there anything positive you can take from this loss?
Not really. I think it was completely embarrassing. I think we're better than what we played, and I think that until the girls decide they want to run with it, then it's going to continue to look like this.
Coach Harvey concerned about their mental toughness and their spacing and how they play.
Yeah, they know where to be. They know what they're supposed to do. We work on it every day. They told me they know where to be. They know what they're supposed to do. They just didn't do it. So until they decide to do it, I mean, we'll figure it out. Until we play less quality teams, it's going to continue to look like this until we step it up.
Big games coming up for the Blue Devils. They'll be on the road, most of those, at Rosewood Monday, at Farmville Central Wednesday, and High Trask on Thursday. So good luck to Coach Harvey next week. Thursday night, travel to Kinston High School to watch Kinston Lady Vikings try to avenge their loss against Jones Senior. They had it within their grasp. First set, Kinston up early. Nice play, nice pass. Kinston up, leading, but Jones Senior roaring back. Ties it at 23. We're at 23. First, then the closeout. Jones Senior wins the first set, 25-23. Second set, little easier. Jones Senior, nice play, 25-16. Kinston wins the third set, 25-21. The Lady Vikings feeling it. They ran out of gas in the fourth set, 25-9. Jones Senior wins. Kinston 0-7 on the season, and he was down 24-9. Coach Shonda Hines calls a timeout to talk to her girls.
And that was something that I learned going to the coaches clinic a couple of years ago. The coach was telling us, the college coach was telling us, one thing you don't do after a loss is, get down on the girls and, don't try to hold them long, because for one, they lost, so they kind of down. And if you go in as a coach and point out everything they didn't do, it just makes matters worse. And I'm in a situation, I'm the type of coach, I want to keep the girls together, and I want them to know that through the good, through the bad, I'm still going to coach and do what we need to do and bring it back to the lab and hope that we feed off this game and get better.
Shonda Hines, man, what a great coach. I love her. I think she is outstanding with those girls, and she's done a great job. The record's not showing it, but she is getting those girls, getting the most out of those girls, and they'll get better. They're really athletic. They can play. They just, it's just putting it together. So, just coming up, we'll be back with the Kennedy Cemetery and Monument Sales Game of the Week highlights, which is Kinston and North Lenoir. After this break.
You're listening to the PJ's Designs Houseplants by Perry Jones Aftermath Show with Michael Dwayne Humphrey. Now, here's Hump again.
Thank you again. I want to thank Perry Jones again for PJ's Designs Houseplants by Perry Jones. If you are looking for your dream build, you're getting ready to build, or you're getting ready to buy a home, and you would like some additions to the home, or if you want to complete your commercial building, why not call somebody with over 30 years of experience, and that's Perry Jones. Call him today for a free consultation. He'll put your dream build, whatever's in your mind, he will put that on paper. 252-560-2428. 252-560-2428. House Plans by Perry Jones. That's PJ's Designs, House Plans by Perry Jones. Thank you, Perry. Also want to thank Josh Kennedy for sponsoring this segment of the Game of the Week highlights, which are Kinston and North Lenoir. What a big game. And here we go. We're getting started. Early in the first quarter, Tyler Jones drops back. Interception by Antoine Black. North Lenoir is feeling good. They have to punt. Next play. Here comes Tyreek Copper. Breaks away. 31-yard touchdown reception from Tyler Jones. What a beautiful pass in the back corner. Kinston leads 7-0. Then here comes Genesis Wiggins, runs up the middle through the defense of North Lenoir. Another touchdown. That was 30 yards for Genesis. That's 14-0 Kinston. Then the ball drops back. Griffin picked off. Picked off by the Jet, number 1. My guy, Justin Gooding, with the pick. That's one of 2 he had. Then Tyler Jones finds Brendan Chambers on the right side. 35-yard touchdown reception for Chambers. Then here comes Genesis Wiggins trying to drive for major yards. He gets 14 with Kinston backed up. They drive the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line. Genesis does not cross. Wiggins does not get across. He doesn't give it. So Tyler Jones says, let me do this, young fella. Let me show you how it's done. Big 6'3" Tyler Jones walks in for a touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game. 2 passes, 1 reception. Now, late. This is a big play. Watch this. Watch Tyreek Copper jump over the defense. Oh, my God, dude. That DBC's watching this again in slow motion. Jumps over the defense. Tyreek Copper, NC State bound. Here's another pass. Here goes Justin Gooding late in the 2nd quarter. Another interception. Justin Gooding with his 2nd interception, the Jet, and he is happy. They are celebrating. Kinston goes on to win 42-7. A late kickoff return gives the Hawks 7. Here's Coach Gieselman on the win, is happy with the win, but not happy about that kickoff return.
We can't get complacent. We can't lack those attention to details late in the game. We got to handle business. If we want to be a great team and win big ball games late in the year, we got to fix those things late in the game.
Here's Tyler Jones on the win. Had a good game. 3 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown run for the senior.
We had a good feeling what we were going to do tonight, and I think we came out executing perfect.
Tyler Jones' main objective is to get the ball to the receivers and put points on the board.
Just distribute the ball to my guys and win the state championship.
Tyler Jones again with 3 touchdown passes and 1 interception and 1 touchdown run. Larry Dale, the 2nd on the game, head coach for North Lenoir, on losing their best wide receiver, their best running back, Jaquel Garner, who went out of the game.
Saw Jaquel went out early in the game, so we got another kid, a lot of reps, and that's just going to benefit us down the road. And kids kept playing, and at one point we had a freshman nose guard and a freshman middle linebacker in at the same time. But
despite the lopsided loss, Coach Larry Dale is still proud of his players for their effort.
Really proud of those kids for sticking in there and keep playing all night.
Next up for Larry Dale and his team, a rematch of last year's playoffs against Aiden Grifton at the Swamp. This big one in Carteret County, East Carteret, Parrott Academy, 4-0. Parrott down 27-20, no untimed down. There's a pass from Chris Stinson to Tanner Outlaw, touchdown, 27-26. Matt Beeman, the Riverboat Gambler, decides to go for 2 instead of getting the timeout. Direct snap to Ben Barrett. Barrett hands the ball off to William Stinson. William Stinson runs in for the 2-point conversion. Good. Parrott wins amazingly 28-27. Matt Beeman on the come-from-behind victory and how that play was called.
Yeah, I mean, they called a big pass on us. Just guy went up and made a play. They made some good drives, started getting the ball out a lot quicker. I mean, they made some adjustments at halftime, and the ball on the 32 with 1:02 to go after we had been stopped down there on the goal line.
Coach Beeman discusses the sequence of events that happened prior to Parrott having a chance to win the game.
I believe it was a pass interference that put it untimed down there on the 7-8 yard line, and we went with a play that getting the ball in Tanner. They were really keying on Ben, and sure enough, a couple guys went with Ben and left Tanner wide open in the end zone.
And Coach Beeman goes on to talk about the decision making into going for 2 instead of going for the tie.
We got nothing to lose. I mean, they're a 2A public school. They're supposed to beat us. So it was never discussion. I didn't ask the coaches. I didn't ask anybody. I mean, it was pretty understood. We're going for 2.
Beeman says every day in practice, they practice the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I mean, that's a play we call Philly Special, and we have it in. We don't use it much, but we felt like it was a good time to use it where Chris walks up to the line like he's changing the play, and we snap it to Braxton, who runs like a toss, direct snap to Braxton, and then William comes on the reverse, and he's got the option to throw it to his brother Chris or run it in. Well, 2 guys went with Chris, and it was pretty open. A lane opened up, and he ran it in for the win.
Awesome finish. I would love to have seen that. I was wondering, it was late when I got home, and I finally saw Ryan Pittman, who's the SID at Parrott, and I appreciate that, Ryan. Thanks for the video. Ryan Pittman posted that last-second victory a couple of minutes before I saw it. I said, wow, man, amazing. What a great call by Matt Beeman and the 4-0 Parrott Academy Patriots. for Matt Beeman and his Patriots. A huge game. Faith Christian 4-0 against Matt Beeman's Patriots 4-0. That will be a great game. That will be at Faith Christian on Friday night. Next up, South Lenoir High School. Blue Devils get the win at home 28-14. They're 2-1. Congratulations to the Blue Devils. Next up for South Lenoir at Spring Creek next week. And guess what? It will be the Carolina Performance Volleyball presents the Kennedy Cemetery and Memorial Sales Game of the Week. Will be right there at Spring Creek in Dudley. All right. I appreciate everybody for joining me. Sorry this is so late. A lot of information there, buddy. If you want to contribute to Humps Heroes, I can surely use it. It's at Humps Heroes on Venmo and PayPal, and $Packatat95 on Cash App. Thank y'all so much for joining me. See ya.